Hello there, and welcome to Sonic Runner's Adventure. So this is a random Gameloft game, and it was officially released today, so we are going to be taking a look at this. You know, I like some Sonic games and stuff like that, so I thought, might as well try it. So, tap to jump, and this is a runner game, so it's sort of like, it's similar to old runner games at least, but this is on a different plane. And it seems like we can triple jump in this game, which is kind of interesting. But this game isn't free or anything like that. I think it was, what, £2.29? I think is what it is in the store currently. But this game sort of came out a while ago, but now it has an official release like 6 months later, which is kind of strange. But Sonic, do you hear me? Hey Tails, glad to hear you. And Sonic, I need your help! Kidnapped all the animals, we're in danger! And where are you now? Left side, south, island, crackle. And, we lost the connection, that's not good. I better go check out what is going on. So obviously we've got Sonic, we've got Tails, and they've got kind of weird 3D sprites. I don't know. And tap to start a level. Well, glad you're making it very obvious for me. And I love that little splash out there with the two chows at the side of Sonic. But, you know, reached the end of the level by getting to the Eggman flag. You know, it's been like that in a lot of Sonic games, so that's nothing new. But I do like the fact that we can triple jump. It feels kind of weird, but I believe that this is a thing that is only for speed class characters. I know that there's like a power category and a flying category, something like that. I don't actually remember. But when you jump onto a spring, you can reach higher areas. But, you know, from my first looks at this game so far, it looks really nice, very responsive. The controls, I mean, the only control so far is basically the jump button, but I'm not sure if we're going to get any other buttons apart from that. But, oh, and it's even got the old Sonic music on this screen here. And we've got goals, so collect 60, 90, and 130 coins gets us to a specific goal, and I imagine these goals get us different rewards for unlocking stuff. So, I don't see Tails anywhere. I better check out that village over there. Maybe the locals have seen something. And now we have another level straight away. Obviously, this is the tutorial stuff, so it's not going to be difficult. And apparently, I can't check out that achievement that I got. So, tap to check character info. When playing a speed-type character, you can perform a triple jump. The hero team's skill triggers magnet and invincibility effects for a limited time. So yeah, this triple to jump is apparently a thing only for Sonic and his speed pals. So level up your characters to increase the duration of their team skill and the effects of booster items. There we go, I guess we'll upgrade that. Tap to start a level. Well, you know, it's been very, very simple so far. I'm wondering how difficult this game's actually going to get, because you know, it is a mobile game. But a game like this, I don't know how it could get as hard as the main series games, you know, with how quick and fast-paced they are. I don't know, at the same time, when you start picking up speed, it goes crazy. We got dash rings, which will boost us straight through the air. And I like that it gives us at least a few seconds to be able to, like, read the thing and then get back into the game, because otherwise this would be completely chaotic. But just, I really, really like the design on this game, and the background. The water could look a bit nicer, but it's pretty cool. Is it worth the $2 or £2.20p that it costs? Or I don't know. I think that's like $3, something like that, in like American dollars. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. I believe there's 4 or 5 levels overall in the game, so it mostly depends on how long it takes us to get through these preliminary levels as to decide, you know, whether this game is actually worth the purchase or not. I have heard good things about it, and the review or scores for it aren't that bad, and apparently a lot of people are saying it's as good as Mario Run was, it's pretty good, blah blah blah. So, you know, I do have high expectations going into this. Oh, and we got goals for defeating enemies on that level. That's kind of interesting. But I think there's a bunch of different characters as well. So hey there, little guys, what happened? Have any of you seen a fox with 2 tails? Tweet, tweet! Tweet, tweet, tweet! And he was here, but he ran off towards a scary light and a horrible noise in the distance. I hope he saves some action for Sonic. And then Level 3, we have this. Tap to choose a booster. I guess this is a magnet. And rings are drawn towards you. Sure, we'll take it. You're gonna force me to take it anyway. I don't really mind. Tap the button to activate the booster. So this is in the bottom left. I'm gonna have to move my fingers around because I was sort of tapping on the bottom left. I'm gonna tap on the top right now because I don't think it's gonna obscure how I'm actually playing. Obviously you can't see, so I don't have my cam on or anything like that, but you know, if we have to use booster items, or if there's the chance to, obviously you'd have one finger on the left ready to pounce on that booster slot, and then use your right finger, or your right hand I should say, to actually jump and all that good stuff. But they're slowly incorporating a lot more stuff, like spikes, a bunch of different enemies, and we have this section here, which is a section where I can't control it or anything. It just sort of shows us a little cutscene almost, and we get the rings and everything for it, which is pretty cool. But at the same time, you know, whenever it takes you out of it, it's, I don't know, I don't want to say weird, but it is kind of weird. Because it does take you out of the game completely, and then gives you like a couple of seconds before you can get back into it again. But at the same time, it does give your fingers a little bit of a rest, so I'm sure that'd be nicer if there's longer stages or anything like that. But you know, for the most part, I don't even have to press anything. So if we tap at the right time, we can get a boosted jump. Well, let's try that on this sprig. Whoa! Wow, we actually went super high. Not too shabs. Well, you know, like I said, easy enough so far, but these are basically the tutorial levels, so can't really say, wow, this game's too easy for me, the Sonic Pro. That's not what I'm saying at all. I barely play runner games, in fact, so I'm pretty sure that, if anything, I'm probably quite bad. But it looks like a bomb went off over here. Why are those robots trying to clean it up? I bet they're trying to hide something. Yeah, probably. And now our quest is to defeat a bunch more. Tap to choose a button. Whoa, there's Sonic Chow! Sonic Omo Chow, increase booster item duration for speed-type characters by 5 seconds. This is interesting. Oh, some of those buddies look so good. There's actually Chaos Chows and everything available as buddies. I am so hyped to unlock that. Yes, please. Because again, this is Sonic Runner's Adventure, so I imagine it's trying to play off, you know, the Adventure series from years and years ago, which, you know, call me a normie, but Sonic Adventure 2 Battle was probably my favourite Sonic game of all time, purely for the Chow stuff. So to see some Chows in this game, not a bad thing at all. I did see a lot of people saying when, you know, the announcement for this game was out, that they wanted a Chow Garden remake or something like that on devices these days, because I don't know about you, but if there was like a Chow Garden for Android, iOS, and the Windows Store, I would definitely buy that. But that's just because I loved, you know, the breeding and, well, yeah, the breeding and the, you know, upgrading of Chows and that in the old games. And now we have this cannon, which I imagine is going to work like the Donkey Kong cannons. Yeah, it's got like a aiming reticle, so you have to be super quick on touching that. And whoa, I've already missed. You know, we're picking up speed, there's a lot more going on the screen all at once, so probably going to start making some mistakes, and boom! Oh, we hit a spike. Let's try not to die here. How do you actually die? Do you have to get hit with 0 rings like the main game? I mean, it seems like rings are very plentiful so far, so I'm not entirely sure. Or I imagine if you fall like down a crack or like a crevice or something, that could happen. 3 stars! We're the best. We're the best. Fantastic. Oh, now we got 2 achievements as well in the top right. Tweet, tweet, tweet! Tweet! Don't worry, little guy. All in a day's work for a hero like me. But what happened to you? Tweet, tweet, tweet! Oh, I accidentally skipped that. Let's pretend like I just read that, shall we? Whatever. But run 2,500 meters, you give me some rings, I'll take them. And actually we have a second one further down, so get 1 hero team character. So I imagine that means that we can buy more characters, and then it will give us rewards for doing so. At least I think that that's what it means. I guess we'll check it out after this level. But, you know, it's actually pretty enjoyable so far, but maybe that is related to the ease that I've been experiencing so far. I mean, we did get hit last stage, so I'm getting pretty spooked at this point. We'll see. The star post deposits your rings so you can't lose them, but be careful, you will become vulnerable without rings. So yeah, there's something that happens if you have no rings. I'll have to see what that is when we get to that stage, I suppose. But, you know, it does feel like it's getting a little bit crazier in terms of what we're actually doing here. Well, another side scroller. Look at him. There's like rockets and everything going. I would love to be able to play out this section with like rail grinding and changing to different sides and that, but apparently we don't get that. Oh, and I only just noticed there's actually like a line at the bottom showing us how close we are to the goal. I genuinely had not even noticed that until now. Well, that's handy to have, so when you do eventually fail a level, you know how close you are. Oh, I did get that 10 ring. I thought I missed it, but a magnet got it for us. Sweet! Well, you know, I'm not sure how much of this game I'm going to be playing, but since I've actually purchased it, we'll probably at least do quite a lot. You know, probably at least finish the game, and oh god, I've messed that up terribly. Don't look at that! You just ignore that happened right there. I imagine these levels get a lot harder when you don't have speed characters though, because triple jumps sound so good. We'll have to see anyway. And we didn't get the third one because we have to collect rings using... oh, what's his name? Ezio? Well, we haven't unlocked him yet. Gameloft welcomes you! Do you want to rate the game now? Well, you know, maybe later. I always click maybe later, I never do. I definitely have to trace where those robots came from. Aha! Here's some tracks. Let's see where they lead. And defeat 50 enemies within 10 seconds, was that? That's kind of crazy. But what do we have here? We have Tails, we've got Knuckles that we can see. There's Ezio. Espio. I'm thinking Ezio from Assassin's Creed, damn. But he's 10,000. We could buy him right now and redo that level. We've got BB as well, but it seems like a couple of the characters are saved for, you know, further levels. Espio we've got Omega, who's a power. We've got Rouge, who's a flying. And Shadow, we can purchase him as well because we've got the speed characters. And he's 2,000 rings. Then, yeah, Vector and Charmy. I keep calling them by their wrong names. What is wrong with me? But I don't think there's anything else really noteworthy for now. I'm going to head off for now. You know, that was a nice little introduction for me, and we've got these levels here, so 50 stars, 24 stars, 85. So we've got up to Chapter 4 that we can unlock. Fair enough. Well, for now, thank you very much for joining me today, and we'll probably start off with a new character next time. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and until next time, I will see you then.